Good evening and welcome to Germany. I'm Mrs. Fugeland.
And I'm Benjamin Stolen. It's a pleasure to be with you, Mrs. Fugeland.
This is the opening matchup. We have a sex slave, Julie Nichols, taking on Mrs. April 4 Twitty, a newcomer here in Germany.
This is the daughter of Mr. Robert Lawrence Nichols, the Vice President of Sanctioned.
Yes, Banco Santander. And yes, it is. She was sold by him for $5,000 for slave sex. And now she is a property of Germany now.
Interesting.
The services are also available for business hours after matchup if she's able to walk. The services include blowjob, $14, $5 extra for if you want to nut in her mouth. And also, if you want to fuck her in her anal, that's another $50. You have $100 a keeper for the whole day.
Pretty good deal if you ask me. Here's the real superstar of the show right here, Mrs. April 4 Twitty.
I would hope so, miss. We don't pay her a lot of money for nothing.
As the officers here in Germany are really pumped up and really excited to see this matchup. They want to see naked woman beating brains out of her life.
This matchup is brought to you by Banco Santander in Miami, Florida. Mr. Robert Nichols, the gentleman mentioned earlier, the father of Mrs. Julie Nichols, the indentured servant. He is the president of that bank. He will be the one you need to talk to and get your connections with.
And right now, this whore doesn't have a chance against April 4 Twitty.
And there she bell. And both ladies lock up. And Julie Nichols out on a surprising offense at first. And the crowd of surrounding officers are not very pleased about this one.
Well, you can't blame 'em, I'd have to say, Mrs. Fugelard. I'm not very pleased at all myself.
Y'all stop making fun of me. Fuck all of you.
And the whole screaming for her life.
Of me. That took her head off.
Hey, Fugelard, I want to fuck Julie in the ass after the matchup.
Fine by me, monsieur. As long as you have your money ready. Well, that's $150 we've made for tonight from one gentleman.
Just like that, huh? How much for the coochie, then?
Oh, we don't recommend our customers to fuck Mrs. Julie Nichols in her coochie because she has an STD called chlamydia.
All heavens to the Führer.
Not very deadly, but not very sanitary as well. And her opponent, Mrs. Twitty, is going for that Kindle stick.
She's swinging that stick like that whore owes her fucking money.
She probably owes debts, I wouldn't doubt that.
I see. And what do you do when she owes that?
What do you think with you? We beat her.
That makes enough sense. She's trying to get away.
Yeah, baby. Beat that fucking whore.
And this crowd, they're really into it, huh, Mrs. Fugelot?
Starcy, Mrs. Stolin. And now Mrs. Tutti with that chair.
Oof. Did you hear that, Mrs. Fugelot?
Yes, sir, Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Astas had too much to drink tonight.
And that whore's in control. That's not good.
No, it's not. And these people are definitely letting her know that she needs to fight back. Making her mad now.
One gentleman called her ignorant, I think. I think that summed it all up.
No, they didn't. You're making that up.
No, but they didn't use the word ignorant. They used another word.
Now, I can believe that, Miss Stolin. And whore now is not using the chair to vent. She's not even supposed to have a weapon.
She's not supposed to have a weapon at all?
Nay, Mrs. Stolin.
Why not, I wonder?
Because Mrs. Julie Nichols is an indentured servitude, Mrs. Stolin. She does not matter.
Goddamn, get on that whore.
She is nothing but property. And the crowd knows it as they're chanting and screaming away at April 4 Twitter to get back on that damn whore.
How are her blowjobs running these days?
$10 a pop, Miss Stolin, unless you want a nut in her mouth for an extra $5.
Does she bite?
It's funny you should ask that, Mr. Stolin. She did bite the first couple of customers, and then we had to remove her front teeth.
Ooh la la. That's a very good job removing the front teeth like that. She didn't need them anyway.
That this call sprayed some of the nasty STD pussy juice all over you.
Now you're getting my point, Mr. Stolin. So you want the deal or no?
I'll let you know after the match if she's still able to walk and vomit.
First come, first serve, Mr. Stolin.
Hi, mate. I got $10 later for the pizza sucking the dick, eh? I'd do an extra 5 in so she can spit it out.
Have your money ready. As you see, Mr. Stolin, Julie Nichols is quite the star here, the entire group of gentlemen.
Julie Nichols is a fucking whore.
Speaking of which, there's one right there.
You'll see, Mr. Stolin.
Oh, now that hurt right
that's
there.
that dab DDT. And she's going for the cover.
But wait a second, April just pulled Julie up.
You don't pay for what you've done to Phil.
Perhaps this is more a perfect personal thing than a competition type thing for April 4 Twitty.
Beat up that nasty whore.
It sounds like it. She just said she's gonna pay for what she done to Phil. Who's Phil?
That would be a Julie Nichols' ex-boyfriend, Mr. Stolin.
Oh, and what she do here? What she plan to do now?
The horse complained about the hygiene. It's not our fault that she doesn't shower.
Go give you chlamydia. That's fucking nasty.
And she just stuck that chlamydia-infected pussy into April's face, and this crowd's not too happy about it.
You don't pay for that bitch.
And from the looks of it, neither is April 4 Twitty. She's setting up that ladder, and she said you're gonna pay for that, bitch, talking about the slave.
And Mrs. Twitty's heading all the way to the top of the ladder.
For you, babe.
What did she say?
Oh, brutal, and I think the whore's dead.
Well, there goes my $15 blowjob if she's dead.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Stolin. We'll always find others, perhaps even better cleaned ones.
Well, the whore is obviously not moving. She's slowly moving. April 4 Twitty's trying to get that table set up. She got that ladder now, though. And locking up with April now. But broken off again.
And just like that, Mrs. Stolin, bouncing her head on the mat like a basketball.
If she's got any more teeth to lose, it'll be her back teeth.
And just like that, April just whips the dead carcass into the corner. And now she's getting that table prepared.
April 4 Twitty has something big planned for this one. And oh my goodness, you just sparked that table on fire.
Things just start heating up now, Mrs. Stolin. And she's setting the whore up onto the turnbuckle. What's she planning to do, Stolin?
Not really sure, madame, but it doesn't look pretty. What did she just say?
Oh!
Help me,
Fucking
I'm
die
burning,
for all that
burning.
queer bitch.
What did we just witness?
Mrs. Julie Nichols has been set ablaze, and there's your winner, April 4 Twitty. And good news for you, she's still alive, Mrs. Stolin.
Make sure she takes a shower.
Of course, Mrs. Stolin. Wouldn't want you to catch any chlamydia diseases.
No, I'm a very important person. I don't need anything like that.
Hey, you want a blowjob? Wait in line. It's security. Get that whore up and get her prepared to suck some dick. And you, don't go anywhere. We'll be back for more action here in Germany.
Let me go and get one of the big parties there, Mrs. Fuglat.
Oh, you want to have her for the rest of the day? Impressive.
Yeah, I love to hear her scream.
You do magnifico, Fräulein.
Aye, give me my money.